We had husband calling this morning. We have hog calling.
Come on, pig! Get away from that peacock! No, you're a pig! Come on!
And so 274, who was a prohibitive favorite, was the obvious winner there. I mean,
They sneak in English words. I'm confused.
I don't know.
All I know is, damn it, the show got to go on the road to the Iowa State Fair.
I don't care
need
what else
that.
happens.
I need that.
John Fink, coordinating producer, sitting back there. I don't care what it says in the budget next year. We are doing Get Up Live from the Iowa State Fair. I need to be a part of this action.
Do you bring your own hogs?
I don't know.
I don't think there are any hogs.
Oh, this
But
guy's
he
gonna...
called me, so that's how you win. It draws out the hog and the judges.
Okay. Let's try somehow to segue from that to this. Let's play a game called Take the Bet. AFC edition. We'll do the NFC in our second hour. We perused the ESPN Bet Sportsbook and found some things that stood out. Did you know that the Kansas City Chiefs are not the favorites to win the AFC this year? Baltimore and Buffalo are. Kansas City not far behind, but we are right now at ESPN's Bet Sportsbook. They are the third favorite in the AFC. Are we sleeping on KC?
I mean, I think they're going to be better than they were last year. And with some protection, we might see the return of the true Patrick Mahomes now that it seems they got the O-line figured out. But it's just too many good quarterbacks in that division, I think, to not take the field. So, like, if you're offering Kansas City or the field, like, I'm going to take
I'm offering you
Josh and
Buffalo
Lamar.
or Baltimore or Kansas City.
I think I'm still going to go with the teams that I think are more talented, even than the Chiefs, either Buffalo or Baltimore, which I know sounds crazy given their track record.
I mean, what you'll see in the pick bar, I am also so torn. I think I picked the Chiefs
You can
with
put the picks
my
up, yeah.
heart, but the Bills with my head. Because here's the thing, I'm not going to pick against the Chiefs in some part of my body until they prove that they can't win the AFC. Like, I feel silly every time I pick against them because Mike Tomlin has magic, Andy Reid has magic,
And
Mahomes
yet,
has magic.
there is no Kansas City logo on this screen. I mean, this is making
Gotta
the
cover
point.
all your bases.
Is this finally the year one of those two? For me,
Where's
look,
your pick, Greeny? What's going on?
No, I reserve the right to not have to do that. I don't. Absent my own rooting interest, obviously we all know where that is, and no one's not going to be a whole lot of Jet logos on this screen.
Yeah.
I hope one of those two guys, whether it's Josh or Lamar, I'd love to see one of them finally break through and win it, and then the other one do it the following year.
Yeah.
Because just watching them fall just this excruciatingly short every single year has been tough. I want to go to a few more. Some win totals. These are the over-under totals at ESPN Bet Sportsbook. The Miami Dolphins, their win total is 8.5. Now, that sounded high to me when you consider that, like, Minnesota is 8.5. I will point out they've gone over that number 4 of the last 5 years. But D Wood, you like the under?
Listen, I've said, like, this year, Mike McDaniel's on the hot seat because I don't get. We talked about vibes earlier in the show. I don't get good vibes from the Miami Dolphins. They had, locker room. Jalen Ramsey wanted to get out of there. You just see a lot of players. There's like conflict between players and coaches and stuff like that.
The Tyreek Hill stuff.
Tyreek Hill stuff. The quarterback and the wide receiver. I just don't see it with Miami.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned about Miami, too. And I think we all know we're going to, at some point, end up talking about the quarterback. And in that situation, we have a quarterback who obviously is a huge injury risk. Aside from the quarterback, even when he's healthy, I don't think this team is great. And you have to run the risk of him having to miss some games this season. I think this team, right around 8.5, I would probably feel safer with the under with things going poorly than I think that they overachieve.
Yeah, I'm also looking at the end of their schedule, and I think 3 of their last 4 games, or at least 3 in the last month or so, are on the road in cold weather cities, including Monday Night Football, believe, in Pittsburgh. Their AC is going to break in Miami if that's how they're going to prepare in their indoor facility. Like, those are those intangibles, though, that you have to measure and consider, because we know that Miami is not a good cold weather team. And you're telling me at the end of the year, on the road, in these tough environments, in the cold, that they're going to get there, I don't see it.
So interesting to me because you see at the bottom of your screen there, don't confuse ESPN analytics. Those are our stat nerds. That's Hembo and his crew. They're breaking down those kind of numbers. And then Vegas has a different knack for these things, and they see it differently. They like the Dolphins a lot more than a lot of others do. They like the Patriots in that division too. Let me give you one more team. We spent almost all morning yesterday talking about them. The Indianapolis Colts. Their win total is 7.5. Dominique, you like the over or the under?
I think I like the over for the Colts. I know that the quarterback situation is not as excellent as I think they thought it would be when they drafted Richardson. They're going in with Daniels, who we haven't seen, or with Daniel Jones, who we haven't seen him behind a talented offensive line with talented pass catchers. So I think expectations could be high for them, but I think they're a talented team in a division that's kind of in flux. So I could see them going over, especially if they have an effective running attack, which I think they will.
You know, I said this yesterday, and everyone made fun of me, and so we'll see. It's not the first time that's happened. Like most geniuses, I won't be fully appreciated until long after my time. Stranger things have happened than Daniel Jones having a huge second act, right? Daniel Jones was the 6th pick in the draft. He's been a little well-traveled. He made a quick stop in Minnesota. Maybe he just picked up a little bit of that Kevin O'Connell magic. He goes to play for a coach in Shane Steichen, who is supposed to be one of these great quarterback gurus. He worked with Justin Herbert. He worked with Jalen Hurts. Maybe no one could have made Anthony Richardson at this stage of his life and career into what they hoped he would be. I'm not suggesting Daniel Jones is going to be a superstar, but him playing pretty well and this being a pretty good team, that wouldn't surprise me at all.
So a couple things. Number one, Indianapolis has pretty good skill
Yes.
on their offense. So that's
Good
number
running
one.
backs.
Yes, that's number one. And number two, we're actually seeing it more and more in the NFL where these quarterbacks move around and they somehow find their home. Whether you're talking about Baker Mayfield, Geno Smith, Sam Darnold.
Yes.
Like these quarterbacks, sometimes they take a little bit of traveling to find the right home for them. That could happen with Daniel Jones.
Yeah, I absolutely think that it could. And I think the thing with Daniel Jones that he has that Anthony Richardson didn't is that he minimizes mistakes. Anthony Richardson's a roller coaster. It's a boom or bust situation. I loved the potential, and I think the Colts loved the potential initially, and then they realized, wow, I'm kind of motion sick, and I have to get off this roller coaster.
People also fighting for their jobs too. Like you
That's
need
the other part
a
of it.
stabilizing force in Daniel Jones, I guess.
Stabilizing force, I think, is the right word for it
Yes.
because Anthony Richardson, I think he has these incredible throws, but then he also will be off target on a 4-yard hitch route. And that inconsistency is something that you won't see with Daniel Jones, where he may not have the cross-field 50-yard on a dime, but he won't miss that 5-yard hitch by 3 yards. So I think that consistency is something that coaches like and teammates like even more than the high-end talent of Anthony
Or he might
Richardson
not
right
tap out either.
Yeah, that was a bad moment,
We're trying
right?
to forget that.
On some level, he never got
Can't
past
forget it.
that.
That's the problem.
Right, he never got past that.
lineman, man.
That's a weird division.
Oh, lineman, man. He's so tough. We're so tough. We never tap
It's a
out.
weird division, too, isn't it, though? AFC South, the quarterbacks don't tap out. I mean, every single person has said they didn't do it. Okay,
Any other
let me
one
move
does.
on.
I mean,
Little League World Series action continues, people, on ESPN and ESPN+. We've got Venezuela versus Aruba, 3 Eastern today. Then Nevada taking on the comeback kids from South Carolina. The winners will go on to the International and United States Finals, which you will see Saturday on ABC. Coming up, Cowboys on notice. 2 weeks from tonight, they play the champs. Will the Micah mess derail Dallas? Their coach is speaking out. You will hear it next.
All right, got a must-see on SportsCenter. Speaking of the Cowboys, the offense looking fine with CeeDee Lamb making grabs like that. Just one hand required for this touchdown grab there in front of the fans. Remember, he had 101 receptions last season, 6 receiving touchdowns. The man who spins it in Chicago, backup style, Tyson Bagent. He's gone from an undrafted rookie in 2023 to getting a 2-year, $10 million deal from the Bears on Wednesday. Now, he was set to become a restricted free agent after this season. Keeping Bagent was a top priority for first-year head coach Ben Johnson. Bagent emotional talking about the deal.
You know, a lot of people don't know this, but, you know, my dad is he's my right-hand man, and he didn't even have running water until he was in high school. So there's definitely a lot of things and people that I think I could certainly help with this gift I've been blessed with. But yeah, just little things like that. Like, you know, I don't really know anybody back at home with any money. So yeah, it feels good. I mean, it's certainly a weight